Hey, welcome back to the Girl Be Free podcast. I'm your host, Siobhan, your community cultivator and founder of Be Free Project. I help women who are ready to flourish, feel fulfilled, and be free to show up for themselves. I am deeply passionate about community, sisterhood, and personal growth. So if that's your jam, keep on listening. And now let's get into the show. Hey, welcome back to another episode. I'm so glad you're here for another week of inspiration and motivation. So, this week I am loving, and listen, I know I'm late to the party, so don't judge me, but I just saw the movie The Photograph this past weekend, and y'all, I am in love with it. Don't ask why it took so long for me to see it, but anywho, I ordered it from Amazon Prime on this past Sunday because now Sundays are my rest days, which I'm going to talk about that in a future episode. But anywho, I was just chilling on the couch and I'm like, I'm in the mood for a love story. And so I ordered it and I loved it. It has a Love Jones kind of feel to it, and I love Love Jones. And so it was so good that I actually watched it twice, once by myself and then once with my husband. So if you haven't seen it and you're in the mood for a good love story, definitely check it out. All right, so on to today's topic, which is three key takeaways that I got from the Jill Scott and Erykah Badu experience. Now, unless you were sitting under a rock, this past weekend, Jill Scott and Erykah Badu had an experience. I'm not calling it a battle or a matchup or anything like that. Truly, it was an experience that you just had to be a part of. And I have been looking forward to it all week. My friends and I have been sharing, like, we can't wait till Saturday. We're going to have our wine, our food, all that jazz. And we did. And so we were texting each other back and forth, just listening and vibing out to the music. And one thing that stood out to me that I want to talk about today, and it just warmed my heart, and I noticed it right away, and I started texting my friends. The love, respect, and admiration that Jill Scott and Erykah Badu showed towards one another was so beautiful and is something that I want to see more of with women in general. And y'all know it cooks my grits when I hear how women can't get along or there's always drama or whatever negative um, thing that you've heard before. We've all heard it. And it irritates me so much because I don't have that in my life. And so to witness two women in the same genre of music get on IG Live, continuously show each other love and support and respect for each other and each other's work, I was like, yes, yes, yes. And so as I'm watching and I'm just listening to the music, it reminded me, number one, that I forgot how much I love Jill Scott and her catalog. So I'll be revisiting that. And I'm going to share a link to the playlist on Spotify in the show notes of all the songs that were played during that particular IG Live. But anywho, I really want to kind of hone in on the sisterhood and friendship that was so obvious during this IG Live. And I want you to jot down these steps because I want you to incorporate them in your own everyday life with your friends and the people that are important to you in your life. So, the first key takeaway that I picked up on right away was that it is okay to compliment another woman and it takes nothing away from yourself. And I believe it was Jill Scott that said to Erykah Badu, "You're so beautiful." And Erykah Badu was like, "I feel beautiful." And I said, you know what? I am going to say that. I am stealing that for sure. But the way that they complimented each other and were just saying so many kind words and smiling at each other and just, it was just so much love that you couldn't help but feel it just watching them on the screen. And they're both so beautiful and they are both so talented. So to see them compliment each other over and over and over again for over 3 hours, I was like, I'm here for it, y'all. Number two, collaborate and support your friends. Now, I know we've heard this before, but you can get way more done when you collaborate with your friends versus trying to compete. And I feel like with both of those two women and the audiences that they serve, they were able to get 720 something 1,000 people on IG Live at one time. Talk about collaborating together, and not only collaborating, but supporting each other, because even when the IG Live was over, Erykah Badu had an after party and she asked Jill, what are you doing after this? And she was like, I'm going to your after party. And I was like, yes, support your sister. Like, support all of that. So we can do the same thing in our lives. Like, celebrate your friends when they are promoting an event, when they're getting married, having a baby, they have any major win in their life. Celebrate them, shout them out on social media. Text your friend, call her, FaceTime her, say, girl, I'm proud of you. I love what you're doing. And then not only celebrate with her when she's winning, encourage and uplift her when she's not, right? Motivate her to keep going on days when she feels like giving up. Support her, right? Be a friend to your friend. Like, that's so important. And you can hear it in my voice. I'm very passionate about this topic because of the importance that I feel friendship is in my life, and I want other women in my community to experience that as well. And then the third thing, and I talk about this often, show up for your friends. When they need you, be there. Be a listening ear, be a voice for them. Just be there to share resources and just to be a friend. Show up for your friends, someone that you love and you care about. Show up for them. And the way that Jill Scott did this for Erykah Badu when Erykah Badu had just got ready to play Tyrone, and I believe her iPod or iPad died. So her live went out. Jill Scott came through and played Tyrone so that we could hear it. Now, she could have easily taken that moment and played one of her songs, but no, she showed up for her friend and was like, no, we about to hear Tyrone. And we all, I'm sure, sang along with it. And then when Erykah Badu got back on, she was so happy and excited, and it was just a moment. And I'm like, that is how you do it. You show up for your friends always in all ways. And so I hope you took some notes, and I would love for you to share with me on IG at BeFree Project and let me know, how are you showing up for your friends? How are you being a better friend? How are you celebrating with your friends? How are you supporting your friends? Because listen, it's great to be in a romantic relationship. That is amazing. But trust and believe, there is nothing like having real girlfriends in your life that you can call on and that can support you. So that is your action step for this week. Reach out to me on Instagram and share with me, how are you showing up for your friends? And I am excited, woohoo, that on May 29th at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I am hosting part two, or another installment of the virtual BeFree Meetup, where it's an online space where women make meaningful connections and have inspiring conversations, or we're keeping the conversation going around building real and genuine friendships. And so the topics that we're going to cover during this session is how to be a friend to yourself first, how to determine the difference between associates and friends, and then how to identify toxic patterns in a friendship. All you need to do is go to BeFreeMeetup.com, and you will be able to put your name and your email on the list, so that way you know about upcoming events, but you'll also be prompted to invest and purchase your ticket for the BeFree Meetup that's happening on May 29th. So make sure you hop on that list. So even if you're not attending this one, which I hope you are, but if you're not, definitely still get on the list so that way you don't miss upcoming events. If you are serious about seeking the knowledge and the wisdom on how to build and establish real and genuine friendships, definitely invest in this particular virtual BeFree Meetup, because I'm going to teach you everything that I know. You're also going to get a workbook that goes along with the class, and it is going to be an amazing experience to connect with women all over the world. I cannot wait to see you there. And until next time, girl, be free. Hey BFFs, I want to personally invite you to BeFreeInnerCircle.com, your community for real sisterhood where women are showing up and doing the work. Whether you're still trying to figure out what you want to be when you grow up, or you need accountability to keep pushing forward to reach your goals, the Be Free Inner Circle is the community for you. You can expect curated content that will support you on becoming the best version of yourself, live office hours and Q&A sessions where we chat about things like overcoming self-doubt, building your confidence, practicing self-care without guilt, and so much more. virtual live events from book clubs and workshops with guest speakers, and a supportive and active community of women that will encourage you, hold you accountable, cheer you on, and give you honest feedback and advice. It's the perfect place to be for women who are ready to show up, flourish, and be free. Join today at BeFreeInnerCircle.com.